So today I'm going to be trying out the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which is why, as you guys can see, my face makeup is not finished. All I have on right now is like primer and foundation. And I just figured that I would do a first impression video on this just because it is so hyped, and I would do application and then show you what it looks like when my makeup's done, and then do a wear test throughout the day just to see if this is worth the hype, because it is very, very hyped right now. And every time I went to buy it, it was out of stock. I finally got my hands on it and I'm so excited. I did swatch it a little bit on the back of my hand, and as I was doing my foundation I was like, crap, because I like put my foundation on the back of my hand and went right over the swatch and didn't even think about it. But I just swatched a very tiny amount and it did oxidize a little bit. If it does oxidize on my face, I have a plan. I have some like lighter powder that I can use. So I'm not going to be using like my under eye corrector or anything today. I'm just going to use this concealer so it can stand on its own. And so here's what it looks like. And like everyone says, it truly is a massive wand. Like, it's like I could just do like one dot and that's like my entire under eye. Like, this is a huge wand. Okay, let's go. It just smells very strongly like makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my acne and just the places I would normally put a little concealer. And I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to blend that out. Coverage looks really nice. See, right now it's pretty light on me, like it's brightening, so I feel like when it oxidizes, it'll just blend in with my skin. It's also blending in really easy. Okay, so that's what it looks like all blended out without any powder. As you guys can see, it actually does look really light underneath my eyes. I'm feeling okay about the color. I feel like it's already creasing just a little bit, but literally every single concealer does that just because my under eyes are like, I just have lines under there, like it's something I can't help. So I am going to go ahead and use the RCMA No Color Powder to set this. I haven't talked about this in a video at all yet. I got it maybe a little over a week ago, and I've been using it like every time I've done my makeup, and it's actually so good. I'm mad at myself for not trying it earlier. I don't know why I didn't give in to the hype that I wish I had, because I've told you guys before that every single powder I try, I'm just like, eh. Like, I've never had a powder that I like really like, but this one looks so much better under the eyes than anything else I've ever tried. I'm also just gonna lightly set my nose and any like areas where I put concealer. There's what it looks like right now. Still looks very, very light. I'm really, really happy with the coverage. I feel like I barely used any product, and it looks and feels really nice. It doesn't feel thick underneath the eyes or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. So here's what my makeup looks like now that it's all done. Just from looking in my mirror and looking in my monitor, I don't think it looks like it oxidized underneath my eyes. I think it looks the same as when I applied it. I was just thinking to myself, like, what makes a foundation oxidize? And if you have oily skin, does it oxidize more? So I'm gonna Google that. And it says it's how the oils and pigments react with your skin's natural oils, acidity level, and the humidity in the air. It could definitely just depend on you and whether it'll oxidize on you or not, because I've seen a lot of people say it oxidizes, but for me, I feel like it looks good. Right now it is 12:03. You can see my little baby. I just have a really chill day kind of going on. I just have a doctor's appointment, and then when I get home, let's be honest, I'll probably take a nap. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. Okay, so it is now 3:15 It's been about 3 hours and I still think it looks really, really good underneath my eyes. I feel like it just has really, really good coverage. Like my dark circles are almost completely covered and I didn't even use my corrector today. It still has not oxidized at all and so far so good. I'm feeling good about it. So I'll be back in a couple more hours. So it is now 8:03. It's been 8 hours since I finished my makeup and I took a pretty awesome nap. My makeup still looks really, really good. It never oxidized. It's been 8 hours. I don't think it's gonna oxidize, so I think that's definitely encouraging. If you guys are really fair like I am, you should still definitely try it out. Also, I forgot to mention that I got the shade Fair, and it is described as having pink undertones, but I've seen it swatched next to the Urban Decay Fair Neutral, and they looked the exact same. So I would say that it doesn't look pink toned to me. Here, actually, I'll go ahead and show you guys a swatch so you can see in comparison to some other high-end concealers. There's the Tarte concealer right there. So I have Urban Decay Fair Neutral. If you guys want me to do a video comparing the Urban Decay and the Tarte, I can. So there's Urban Decay Fair Neutral and there is Fair with Tarte. So as you can see, the Tarte one looks, I don't know, it looks slightly more yellow to me actually. And while we're doing comparisons real quick, let's just go ahead and do a little bit of NARS Chantilly. So there is NARS Chantilly. It actually looks very close to Chantilly. The color looks spot on. Do you guys see how much coverage that one little swatch blended out to be? And I could blend it out even more. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like for 8 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and go as long as I can, and I will film like a final update right before I go to bed, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it is now 2:06 and it has been 14 hours. I have to tell you guys, I'm so impressed. It still looks really good under there. I mean, you guys can see like there's like a little tiny bit of like, I wouldn't even call it creasing because I just have lines underneath my eyes, and like that's just like, I don't have flat under eyes, so there's lines there, and that's obviously where the concealer is going to go. But it doesn't look dry, and it doesn't look like it's like embedding into the lines, and like sometimes certain concealers, like just after a long time, it like looks like kind of cracky in the lines, but it just, mostly it's just laying on top and it looks really, really, really good. So here is what it looks like zoomed in super close, just so you guys can really see how it looks after 14 hours. Really, really impressed. It's a really good concealer. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I think it's worth the hype. So if you guys found this video helpful, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.